these backflips. Mom said 12s ask you questions, but not say shit. Mom said them neighbors ask you questions, but not say shit. I'm true to this, ask your old head, I ain't new to this, I'm too legit. If one West world and we running this, I'm gunning it. Advise every cracker to be intelligent, irrelevant. For all them fake cancer, we ain't marching like this clip that I got like holy water, I'm trying to throw it on you. Pledge your allegiance to the state, they turn for you on you. Pillhead slash crash, them I keep it real with you. You told me you don't trust none of them niggas, that's a real issue. I don't give a fuck, you wantin' beef for what you all did. Just before the sign, the same words that Paul said. Clip full of racist motherfuckers, it got bald heads. This shit that I got dumping in your ear like some skull heads. Why you trying to claim the same right that your man's dead? Yo, it's sign lacking, main reasons why your God's dead. Always gotta keep one in their head before I go to bed. Fuck a DJ Khaled, this one West, this one God dead, nigga.
One West world. Now, I'm a nigga. A trucker. Back the fuck up, you heard?
People will start small businesses because they find a passion and they want to be able to really tap into that and grow with it. When I was in college, I had the idea to start my own shop, but now we're the largest bike shop in California.
Coming to Cognition, I was actually looking for a bicycle. I think that's how it started. I'm a department of one. I'm dealing with employee issues. Sometimes it's a payroll issue, a benefits question. I felt alone doing all this.
In March of 2020, we assumed that our business was going to be quite slow.
Never did I think that we would not have bikes to sell. Things just exploded.
Which one's your favorite one, this one or the new one?
We literally had customers that were trying to buy the bikes as they came off the truck.
And it became beyond what we could currently handle in terms of staffing and expertise.
Through the chaos and the increase of sales, ADP Total Source was there to help us with payroll and HR functions.
And the benefit side too, having that support, ADP became a one-stop shop. They provided everything, which made my life easier. I can actually get on the phone if I had questions about anything HR related.
Could you call one of your HR consultants right now?
I could. Hey Chris, this is Will. And really appreciate the fact that you guys have our back. That's awesome.
Anytime you need, I'm here.
There you go. Proof's in the pudding. I get a definitive, warm fuzzy, knowing that I was taken care of when I speak to someone personally.
With ADP Total Source, being able to focus on the aspects of the business that I love most, and the stuff that we're good at, and the passion behind cycling in the industry is awesome.
What can you tell me about this bike?
Yeah.
I like something that...
My job is like riding a bike. I've got to constantly switch gears, put the brakes on sometimes. Sometimes I'll hit a pothole. ADP Total Source is like a riding partner. I'm not on the road alone.
Here, I have a treat for you to try. Oh. Is that good stuff? Okay, right on your face. Yeah. You want some too? Come down here so I can spray it.
UP10 One West, 125th Street, Commander General Hunter, UP10, no cows, no excuses. You understand? Go and let them have it, huh?
Come to one car. Every time. Revenge, Lord knows I should name you niggas. You left the truth back in the day, we can't claim you niggas. You locking niggas up, scared as fuck, I can't blame you niggas. We the prophets and priests with them precepts, you run up, I change you niggas. You niggas say niggas like niggas ain't shit. Hating your brothers with verses and gets. You bitches can't sing in your verses ain't shit. Your body gon' burn in the bottomless pit. You niggas ain't Judah, you niggas is Judas. Niggas got lineups, you niggas is foolish. Locking up niggas and falsely accusing. Forcing my hand, nigga, why would you do this? You took off the shield, nigga, what is you doing? Schism is real and you causing confusion. You say that you famous, you niggas is losing. Let me remind you who precepts you using. You can't even win it with music. Thought you could see us, so what is you using? Trying to stop the most powerful movement by causing niggas to be fighting and feuding. Oh, you African now? Chasing the African crowd? Seeking the Africans out? Thinking you Paul, you ain't Paul at all, nigga, we know what Africans about. You yeah. Pussy, stool, pigeon, sold out. Took a bag, snitch, and couldn't get a second wife, so you stayed Christian, took a picture, put some Hebrews in prison for a picture. Nigga, this one west. Straight out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem. This one west, west. This one west, west. This one west, west. This one west.
Hit numbers 5 and 14.
Shot me in the ass. Okay, wait. Okay. Alright, look. Jay, I need the money. Give me the money, Jay. Give me the money, please, Jay. Give me that money! Who you did? Hey, Jay! Hey! Jay! Come back here! Jay! You disloyal, fool-ass bitch-made punk. Jay! I need my money! Jay! Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you. Shoot program, nigga. 23-hour lockdown. I'm the man up in this piece. You'll never see the light. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. I run shit here. You just live here.
Check the
yeah, that's right. You better walk away.
YouTube
Go walk away, cause I'm gonna burn this motherfucker down.
ST.LOUIS and see if it's streaming or not, because I don't think it is.
These niggas in politicking with the police. Took a big bag of money, now they working with the beast. Locking niggas up.
Facebook works. Facebook works.
No, someone on YouTube. Go up in the school and ask the kids
show you post away. All that dancing in the rain and that purple shit is gay. Anybody listening can tell you niggas all Christian precepts all off, cause the Holy Spirit missing. Why you start a war? You niggas can't win. Bearing false witnesses of motherfucking sin. Dancing in the woods, making songs in the kitchen. Even had your raps in the song looking pop, speak missing. I see you got a strategy to come up mathematically.
YouTube up.
both of them.
RGPK St. Louis up.
Check your school, make sure I'm there.
General Yohana got this evil shit here on lock. General Yohana made a tape so bad they sat around the table, watched the footage and got mad. Started making tapes, started making songs. He just told the truth, Nate. Tried to right your wrongs. You never said sorry cause your spirit full of pride. According to the scriptures, Nate, you deserve to die. Corey and Phillips, I did this last one for you. May the Lord curse these niggas in everything that they do. Spirit of an angel, dripping out the pen. Frankincense and myrrh fragrances dripping from my skin. You tried me on the book, but you niggas couldn't see me. I was dressed in all black with an all black Mitri. I'm from the Midwest, one of the big preachers. If I catch you with these scriptures, I tear your ass to pieces. The second half for you, yes, I should just teach. They lips draw nigh, but they spirit out of reach. Dreads in their head like the goddess Kali. More purple on their clothes than my niece Kyrie. Maybe he's a man, maybe he's a dyke. Fresh fade, no beard, that's the shit I don't like. Hiding in the trees, just like a snake. Dancing like a female, spirit of a Jake. Lord yourself the deep, nigga, show me to the proof. You reject E40, sound that weak in the booth. Second to the last, never knew your name, never even asked. You always been a lame, stop sneak dissing Nate. Come up out of hiding, set up a debate with the general behind me. Or watch your fucking mouth and watch your fucking tone. Cause we ain't scared of jail when hell is your home. You niggas all pigs, so we won't call it beef till we get to meet again. Shalom, mate, rest in peace. Chief. 1 John 2:19. Read. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out, that they might be made.
Yeah, sharpen the sword, ain't on.
It's not on.
2016. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor, Nate. You hear that? Exodus 20:16. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Scriptures did say some of us would be falsely accused. Nigga, how you take off the damn shield of David? You put on the east shield. And then try to say that we worship the false idols. And we wicked because we rocking a shield. But you rocking a shield. Of my name, you say it's the devil. You a fucking hypocrite. You's a hypocrite, man. You hear what I'm saying? You wicked as hell, man. And anybody with the spirit of the Most High can see straight through it. Everything you doing is gonna cost you power. You understand what I'm saying? My shield of your honor, man. You know that shit, big brother, man. You need to repent, come on, man. You shut your ass in that purple, nigga. Can't get away with this.
All right, Israel. Y'all know who it is. It's the ISBK, St. Louis, up under Commanding General Yohanan. You understand? And tonight, this is our law class. And tonight we're going to be going over spirit of jealousy, right? A lot of sisters love to say that men are just so insecure. Just because you look good and you thick and, you know, everybody wants you and all this nonsense, the man has to be insecure in your eyes. You understand? And matter of fact, give me that definition out. Give me the definition of insecure. And then we're going to tell you what men really have. We're going to go over what women call it first. You understand? They love to say that men are insecure. So give me the definition of insecure.
Con.
Oh, before we start, before you go there, we got a couple of questions that I got to get first. If anybody got any questions, if you're on the Facebook, you know what I'm saying, you can type them in, bear with us, be patient, we'll get you answered. Let me see. We got a caller. We got the sister on the call-in line. For the people that want to call in and be live in the class, you can dial 712-832-8330. And the access code is 825-1636. And for those that would like to remain silent, you can text your questions to 314-696-8288. All right, so we're going to answer the couple of questions that we got first before we dig off into that. Hold that definition for me, brother. All right. Okay. All right, so we got, let's see here. Let me see. Why are people, this is a good question. Why are people afraid of being introduced to the truth? Good night. There was something that a white man had said to somebody, and that somebody was black. He said, the truth, you can't handle the truth. And the reason a lot of people can't handle the truth is because they don't want it. You understand? Give me that Isaiah, what's that, 30? Give me Isaiah 30 real quick. I'm going to show you that the Lord's chosen people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, they just simply don't want the truth. You understand? When you stay in our classes long enough, you're going to learn the Bible. We're going to go over it. And you're going to turn around and find out that our people was never, like, abundantly with the truth. You understand? There was always a few men that followed the Most High that turned around and ordered everybody else to follow. But they didn't just was like, oh, yes, I love God like they is in church.
Right.
It's Jesus freaks. You hear me? Everything, Jesus do this, Jesus do that, Jesus take the wheel, Jesus give me traveling grace, Jesus this, Jesus that. They really love the Lord, but they don't. You understand? What about where it say that they love them live? They say teach me smooth things. Give me that. I think it's about now. You know where's that?
Come.
And start to get the context for me. So give me right where I need to be.
Come. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9. That this is a rebellious people.
This is a what?
Rebellious.
This people. Is a rebellious people. It's talking about your black behind. You are rebellious. You understand? Keep going.
Lying children.
Wait a minute. Always telling the truth?
Lying.
Truthful?
Lying.
Honest? Lying children. You understand? And I ain't just talking about your 4-year-old. You understand? You ask them, was they in the cookies? And they say no. You know what I'm saying? We talking about you. We talking about you too. Your big grown behind. They're supposed to know better, but just refuse to do it. Know not to lie, but just refuse to stop.
Right.
Keep going.
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Children that will do what?
Not hear the law of the Lord.
Oh, man, they love the laws of God.
That will not hear the law of the Lord.
They will not hear the law of the Lord. The reason that you don't want to hear it is because of this right here. It's because of you and who you are. You understand? And then the Christian church turned around and made how many billions of dollars have they made since the last like 25, 30 years? Some 100 and some billion or something like that off lies. They know that you so pitiful and down and out. And then guess what else they know about you? You don't want to be told the truth. And here it is. Keep reading.
Which say to the seers.
It say to the seers, when you go into the Bible, the seers are the prophets. You understand? They're the prophets of God. That's what they used to call them at one point. Okay? Before they became prophets. They were called the seers. Keep going.
Which say to the seers,
now,
see not.
Hold it. Now, the people that say to the seers is the rebellious children, the rebellious people, lying children, all of them the same. And they don't want to hear the law of the Lord. These are the same people. And now they say to the seers, read again. See not. Do what?
See not.
See not. You understand? They like, nah, man. See not. Look, no. You understand? Don't come telling me nothing about what God said. You understand? Keep going.
And to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
Don't sit here and tell me not to eat pork. Don't sit here and tell me that we not supposed to celebrate Christmas. Don't tell me that I can't sleep with this whore. Hell, she only cost $10. I can get my thing off on it for $10. Don't tell me not to sleep with this whore, man. Don't tell me nothing right to do. Don't tell me not to, sell drugs and smoke weed and crack and pop pills. Don't tell me right things. What they say?
Prophesy not unto us right things.
Mm-hmm.
Speak unto us smooth things.
Speak unto us smooth things. You understand? This is why our people don't want to hear the truth. The truth is, what the Bible say that the truth is? It's like a double-edged sword. And then when it goes down, it's bitter. What in Jeremiah? You understand? This truth ain't sweet. Just think about you and who you used to be, right? And when somebody couldn't tell you nothing, boy, they couldn't tell you nothing. You understand? You didn't want to hear it. Whatever you wanted, you went and did it. So it's hard. That's gonna be like your biggest fight is to fight you. You understand? You ready for that smoke when it comes to somebody else.
Right.
But then when it comes to battling your own demons and you changing, then it's like, oh man, look, it's hard. It's harder than what I thought. And that's why a lot of people don't make it. That's why a lot of folks don't want to hear this truth. But here it is right here. We them same folks in Isaiah from thousands of years ago. We the same people that's doing the same thing. They want to hear smooth things. They want to hear a preacher out. The preachers got smooth things for you, don't they? They got some smooth words for you. They'll sit there and tell you about Jesus. The Lord said he forgives you. And he forgives you too. And whatever you do, he'll forgive you. You understand? They got all the smooth things. You understand? God loves you no matter what. I don't care what you did yesterday. I don't care what you're about to go do tonight. But guess what? God said it's going to be all right. They got all the smooth things for you out. But then when they come here, and when we go to the scriptures, and we straight say and bring out what the Most High said, and it's like, oh no, I ain't trying to hear all that. Y'all lying. Y'all lying. We was breaking that sideboard. We was breaking this down to a brother on Clubhouse. We was telling him that Christ was in captivity just as well as we in captivity right now. You know what he jumped up and said? Man, I ain't trying to hear that, bro. Do you have a job, Cap? Do you have a car? Do you have a house? Can you move anywhere you want to? Do you ain't in your damn captivity, bro? Stop it. You know what I'm saying? We living under someone else. We ain't got our own land that we can go and kick it. You understand? We can't do like the Chinese people do out.
Right.
The Chinese come here, guess what? They can go back home. If they feel like it. The Africans come here, they get to go back home. If they feel like it. The Russians, Italians, you understand? Who that? Putin called everybody. When they started this war, he said, hey, I need everybody from Russia to come on back. Y'all leave America, because it's about to get hot over there. He told his people to come on back home. Everybody got a place they can go except for us. The white man has been squatting in our land for years. We can't get over there.
Right.
Them brothers, what's his name? The Ben Amin dude? They snuck over in Israel. Right? And it took them, about 25 years to get their citizenship? I think it was about 25 or 30. I had to look it back up. But they snuck in Israel, and then they got caught, and they turned around and made them suffer, boy, for 25 years before they made them a citizen. Like, come on, man. You got to know that you are a second-class citizen in this place. They figured you just die off in 25 years, and they wouldn't have to give you nothing.
Right.
That's what they wanted. But some of you survived, so we'll just go ahead and make you citizens. But you know they live in the worst of the land. They not living. You know, Captain Cesario went over there. He said they living next to a damn what's that place? A chemical plant, man. Extremely hazardous chemical plant. That's where they live at. They ain't in the land where you know, good fruit and good food and all that. The sisters even called. Remember, When they called the show, talking about how they was getting molested like crazy over there.
Kind.
Oh my God! Snuck over there for what? Same thing going on, man. Our daughters is being molested over there the same way they are over here. You understand? So they snuck over there in the land and still getting mistreated. You still not accepted by the oppressor, and then our daughters still ain't safe. Like, that's crazy. You know? Any more on that? Come on with it.
Prophesy deceits.
Prophesy deceit. This is us telling the prophets, look, man, I don't want to hear nothing right. Give me that smooth stuff. Lie to me. Tell me that God loves everybody. That's what I want to hear. Tell me that Jesus died for everybody. Tell me that Jesus is white. You understand? Our people accepted that, didn't they? Now here we go. When we got that picture at camp showing our people that that's what Christ looked like. He looked like a nigga. He looked like you. You understand? He looked like us. They don't want to hear that. Like, oh man, Jesus ain't no damn black. A brother did this in India. He said, man, Jesus ain't no nigga. And the brother said it like, not to be like, you know what I'm saying, like cool, like nigga, but like derogatory, like a white man. You know what I'm saying? That's how he said it. You know, I remember that. It was some years ago. You know, but since I've been in the truth, I've been arguing with my people about these lies that they have learned in the Christian church. Sister asked me yesterday on Club, do you talk to God? I said, no, I do not, and you don't either.
Right.
You don't either. Like, Satan, an idle mind, that's his workshop. That's where he played in your head. That's Satan talking to you. God don't come and talk to you like that. You understand? Just think about this, like on movies. My daughter, my son. You understand? Wasn't that James Earl Jones' voice? My daughter, my son, listen to me. You know, I remember her and her sister. This was back when there was a couple of Christians in the store, and they was all huddled up talking. And they turned around and one of them said, yeah, God spoke to me and told me to give this girl $5 and all. What, $5? That's it? Somebody needed $5 that bad? God had to stop you and tell you, hey, give that girl $5. And they really think that this is a conversation that the Lord is stopping in his day to have a conversation. Hey, stop her. Hey, my daughter, stop her. Give her $5. like that's stupid, man. God told her to give, and that was oh my God, that was the best thing that girl ever received. It may have been she was homeless. You understand? She was homeless. You could see she was homeless.
Right.
She knew she was homeless. She gave her $5. She said, damn. She turned around and had compassion on the person and gave him $5. God ain't telling him to do nothing. You understand? Nothing wrong with you having compassion and giving a homeless person something. But stop blaming everything on God like God had to tell you to give somebody $5.
Right.
You know what I mean? God got to tell you to wake up. What's that song they got? Woke me up this morning, started me on my way. Like, you that doggone stupid. You got to turn around and you can't just set an alarm clock and get up. Because that's what I do. I ain't praying in my sleep or before I go to sleep. I don't know how you do that.
Right.
Pray in sleep, but I ain't praying. Oh Lord, please wake me up on time. You know I got to get to this contract. I got to do this. I got to do that. Lord, please wake me up. I set the clock before I go to sleep. That's what I do. And when it in the morning, I get up sometimes. Sometimes I can smack that mug and turn it off. You know what I'm saying? Let me sleep a little bit till it start going again. And I smack it again. And then I finally get my ass up. Come on with it.
Yeah, Salakia. Christianity is like a fantasy, living in a fantasy world. Because I was on page some years back, right there by Hudson Embassy, where we used to buy the CDs and tapes at.
Yeah.
Right there on page, and it's a little church right across the street. And partner of mine had a house right there, and we standing out in front of the house, and some women came up out the church, and they tried to lay hands on me, and they came out. Yeah, they came out, and they like, you, come here. You see her right there? The Lord just told us that you her husband. You her husband.
What?
I'm like, huh? And the lady didn't look bad or nothing. I'm in the world at the time, you know. So
you was with that, huh?
I'm looking at.
You
I knew not to.
Like, hey, yeah, come on, Jesus.
I knew not to play with the Most High, even in the world. I knew they was tripping.
Right.
I could have took advantage of the situation, but I didn't.
Yeah. And that's good that you didn't. Shows that you was a better man than them preachers.
Yeah.
You understand? Because guess what? My aunt, she did that. You understand? She went to a friend of hers church, and the brother, the pastor's cousin, right? This is the bishop and his wife. You understand? He ain't pastor, he a bishop. Him and his wife is my aunt's friend. You understand? This is one of her best friends, his wife, and she been cool with him just since they've been married, since they've been,
right,
a long time. They've been married for a long time. She been knowing him 30 years, right? So they all cool. So his cousin, come on after service over. They all huddled up in the back. They had like it's a big building. They got a big church on this side, a big like it was like an auditorium. I think it was a school. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like a gym in the middle of it. And then the offices they used for the daycare and the little gym for their daycare.
Right.
Run the daycare out of there. And they got little offices in the back and all that. I know the layout because I did their floors and stuff like that for them. And I sold them some vending machines, to have in the lobby. And the cousin come out and said, "Oh, girl, God said you my wife." And turn around and she get to telling me this. And I'm like, oh my God. And she fell for it. Married the dude. Then when she divorced him, it was, he ain't had no job. I was tired of that nigga buying him cigarettes and beer every day and all this and all, But God said, this is your husband though.
Right.
She told me that he told her and then God confirmed it. That's what she said. She said, God told her too. This my husband. I know it. They went and got married. Found out that the brother couldn't read or write. The nigga told her that he filled out an application for Ameren Electric over the phone.
Dang.
So he did the application. No, he just lying to her. You know what I'm saying? You ain't filled out no application over no phone, bro. No. You ain't calling them, the HR department, and you give, name, your address, and years of experience. Like, come on, bro. That's not how that works.
Right.
You may have called them and they said, okay, you can go online. You know what I'm saying? You can email us the application, your resume or something like that.
Right.
But they're not walking you through no application, bro, when you call the phone. Like, what I'm saying? And then now it's all this stuff. But I'm like, well, wait a minute. But you said God said it's your husband. You got to deal with the beer, the cigarettes, and the illiteracy and the jobless and you got to deal with all that.
Right.
Oh, I ain't finna. That's what her answer was. When I asked her that about God giving you something, if this is the man that God gave you, why is it not me? You understand? Why is it like that? That's because Christians really don't believe and follow God. They don't believe in him, man. They don't believe in God. They believe in whatever thing it is that they heart desire. That's what they believe. You understand? That's it. And they said, prophesy to me deceit. What else did it say?
Verse 11. Get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
Okay, now this is like what those preachers do.
Right.
They saying to the seers and the prophets who actually come with the truth and say, look, man, get out of the way. They tell us that on every camp, don't they?
Time to come.
Get out of here with that. Don't nobody want to hear that. That's what they say.
Right.
tell your God, the God of Israel, to cease from before me. So they gave him white Jesus. That's the God now. The God that don't care what you do. No matter what you do. You guess what? You right in my eyesight. Ain't that disgusting? That is extremely disgusting. To be loving someone unconditionally. That boy, it sound good. Ooh, it sound real good to love someone unconditionally. But guess what? It just ain't realistic. You understand? You don't love your children unconditionally. When they do something wrong, you get on their little tails. However old they are. Depending on, the size, you might, pop their little hand with your hand. You might get a little older. You might get a little, that Home Depot stirring stick.
Right.
The little small one. You understand? Not the big one, though. Nobody go abuse no little baby with that big, you understand, the big 5-gallon stirring stick. Don't use that one. But the little one for the gallons. You understand? You might turn around, pop them on their little leg or their feet. I done seen mamas flip the babies over and pop their little feet. You understand? Like, man, they feet, they ain't gonna be able to put their shoes on after you swell their feet up like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you discipline your children, man. You discipline them. You don't actually love them unconditionally. You say that. But you don't. Because if they disobey you, you discipline them. You take the phone away. Oh, that's like a death sentence to these kids now.
Okay.
Well, I had to take my son's phone away. He almost died for 2 days. You understand? He almost died for 2 days. Straight up. That's a death sentence to these kids. Take their phone away, boy. But, like I said, it sounds good, man, but it's just not realistic. Nobody loves nobody unconditionally. You understand? What we should be doing is looking into this Bible and actually learning what love is. Love is correction. Love is not unconditional. You understand? It's not something that no matter what you do, I still love you. No, damn that. You understand? Because how we gonna function properly in here if I just let you do whatever you want to do to me?
Right.
You understand? You do whatever you want to do to your wife. You punch her upside her head when she make you mad, but then she supposed to stay with you and love you unconditionally. No, nigga, her head swole now. She got a headache. She got a black eye because you done punched her in it. But she supposed to still love you and not do you like Al Green. Get them hot grits poured on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, don't be doing no domestic violence stuff to your women or to your men, because sisters is like that too. Boy, they'll turn around and jump up in a nigga face quick. You know what I mean? Talking about calling their brothers or their uncles or their cousins or their daddy or the police. They'll jump up and slap the hell out you and then tell you, hit me. Hit me. I used to see them all the time coming up, man. All the folks that I was growing up with. Man, they was violent, brother. All up and down the hood, man. That's all they was doing was arguing and fight. Every time we come outside to play, we got to hear the old folks fight. And I'll be doggone. So like I said, they used to beat the hell out of each other. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Time out for all that nonsense. It's time for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to learn how to love one another. For real, for real.
Right.
So that's it on there, right?
Kind.
All right. So that's why people hate hearing this truth, because they just don't want it. All right. Let me see. We got another set of questions here. Okay, is the woman deceiving by nature or is she being taught? Give me you know what I want. Let me see something. 1 second. I'm gonna give you this one. Give me Ezekiel 16:44. Give me that real quick. No, sisters are not just say like born that way. What they are, one thing. Okay, by nature, are women deceiving? No, they're not. You know, we nobody's just like born a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Children come into this world not knowing anything, right? So I got a couple of scriptures for you to get to. I'm gonna have you go into Apocrypha as well. Let me see. I'm gonna have you go into Apocrypha. The Bible says that women, and it shows that women are jealous, right? They kind of got that by nature, right? It's kind of like in y'all chemical makeup. Women are jealous. And it's not always just about men. We know y'all get super jealous when it comes to your man, right? The sisters in the Bible, for example, those great women that shared their man with another sister, they were still jealous. You understand? They were still jealous. But I'll give you another one that women don't think, they don't even think about. This is when a sister walks into the club thinking she looking good, right? Dressed from head to toe, hair done. You understand what they say that, about their hair now, about fleek or something like that, whatever it is?
Okay.
Or is it something new? Is something else out?
That's it.
They on fleek. They got their hair done, their nails done, they boots match their bag, and they bracelets match they necklace and all this. They dripping, right? Is that what they say about women? They dripping. And another sister to come in and tell me she thinks she cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, and women are jealous of other women. That's a terrible, terrible thing. It's so sad for some men. You understand? So sad for some men. Okay? And but as far as them just being deceitful or deceiving, no. You understand? This is learned behavior. You understand? And the greatest place and person that we've learned this from is here, you know what I'm saying, by our oppressors. By the people that, you know, that's the greatest liar of all times, the so-called white man. He is the devil the Bible speaks of. And the word devil means liar or deceiver. It don't mean, you know, red man up under the ground.
Right.
You know, that's not what it means. It means he's a lie. He lies about everything. And that's where we get that nonsense from. We take up after them. Christ even said it to a bunch of blacks and Hispanics. You understand? He told them, ye are of your father, the devil. And after the lust of your father, you will do. And just like our sisters are being whores, that's behind white people. Our brothers is treating them like whores, being whoremongers, that's behind white people. Our brothers and sisters are on every doggone drug almost. Niggas even switched over to meth and huffing paint and all kind of stuff to get high. That's because we follow behind white people. We celebrate Christmas because we follow behind white people. That's who made that nonsense up.
Right.
We celebrate Thanksgiving. Why? Because we follow behind white people. The Native Indians didn't make up Thanksgiving. They hate the white man for it. They sat down and they did try to make peace with them. They signed treaties with them that the white man offered the natives to say, you know what, we're going to have peace. We're going to live together. We're just going to hang out. We're not going to fight. And he took that snapshot of them sitting down eating after they done made peace, but then he didn't tell how many times he broke them.
Right.
The white man broke over 500 treaties with the Native Indians, man. But come Thanksgiving, he got the little pilgrims. You understand? The innocent little pilgrims, you know, just sitting down, just eating turkey, you know, and stuffing, you know. But he don't even make mention of all of them treaties that he ended up violating and going against and still murdering the Native Indians after he promised not to do it. So we get all of our ways. Black on black crime come from the white man. We murdered each other because they wanted to see that as a sport back in slavery. They wanted to see two big, buff, black Negroes wear each other out unto death. In some of them cases, brother had to kill the other brother. Like that's crazy. And now what they call it now? Boxing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? UFC. Ain't nobody going to see no white people fight. You know, ridiculous. But read that scripture for me out.
Ezekiel.
It's like I'm gonna show you where a lot of sisters get this stuff from. Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 44. Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter.
As is the mother, so is the daughter. You get it from your mama. That song was a hit song, but it was biblical at the same time.
Right.
She get it from her mama. Not just that dunk and them sour melons that you like, but them bad attitudes too. You understand? That what sisters like to call it? They fall back game. How you fall back on your man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Stay in the game. Like, what the hell you falling back for? That's ridiculous. What else they be saying? What else do them sisters be saying, man? Be glorifying that silliness. They'll turn around, they'll leave you. They ain't putting up with no nonsense and no man without no job and all that. They get that stuff from their mamas, man.
Salaki.
Go ahead.
I seen one today where the sister was like, it's 2023. How my man gonna tell me how I can dress? You know what I'm saying? She want to dress like a whore. And the brother saying, nah, you can dress modestly. You can dress like this, you know. But she said, nah. She said, no, about 13 times. Then say, it's 2023. How you going to tell me? I'm a woman. How you going to tell me what I can wear?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Ain't that ridiculous?
Yeah.
You know, like.
But you want him to stay with you and be with you.
Yeah. now you would turn around and do whatever you want and then destroy yourself. That's in the Bible.
Yeah.
You understand? We're going to read that scripture too. But that's in the Bible. Us, we trying to preserve you. Telling you cover your tail. You know? Cover your body. Cause let some man put his hand down them pants while you got the crack of it showing. Let some man slob all on them damn sour melons while you got half of them hanging out. You got a shirt on where it's right at the doggone nipple. You got all of this in a man's face and expect for him not to look. You understand? You call the niggas thirsty, well, you hungry. Hunger and thirst go together. You understand? Like, that is crazy. I done seen it, I'm telling you. I seen a set one time that had some eyes on it.
Salaki.
And them big old eyes caught my eyes. It was just, I'm telling you, it was like it was purposely tucked right up over the nipple. You hear me? And it was, the shirt was tight as could be, and they was up, and them eyes was looking me straight in my face. And I was like, well, I got that. You know what I mean? And then she had the nerve to try to grab her sweater real quick and close. Hey, I mean, you got it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't have been able to look at you all like that. We wouldn't have been able to lock eyes. You know what I'm saying? If you hadn't had them out like that. You know? Like, damn. So, you know, like I said, man, women need to learn how to dress a lot better than what they do. You about to say something?
I was just piggybacking off that where the general said how the sisters be getting at the brothers in the school with the profile pics with the melons out with the shield of David right in the middle. You know what I'm saying? They got the shield right there sitting right in the middle of them.
Hey, the general is here.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, sisters know what to do to get a man. Like, they know what to do to get a man's attention. You know, that's what a lot of them do that for, attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Give me Ecclesiasticus 3:9.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 9. For the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of children.
I know that you believe in your mind that your children, all they need is you. But the Bible said that their father does what?
Establisheth the houses.
Okay, now I know you believe that he a deadbeat. He don't pay no bills. All he do is drive all the gas out your car. He be having other women in your car. And all that other stuff you complain about. But the Lord said, what?
The blessing of the father establisheth the houses.
The blessing of the father establishes housing. Right? The man is supposed to be bringing order. Now, I ain't saying every brother is right. That's not what I'm saying. But for the most part, having a father in their life is a blessing. And you too, we need both of our parents, the mother and the father. We need you both. But this is what the Bible said about the mother now. Keep reading.
But the curse of the mother.
But the what?
The curse of the mother.
But the curse of the mother. Oh my God, they don't want to hear this on Mother's Day. You know I'm dropping this on Mother's Day out.
Right.
I'm bringing this out on Mother's Day, and I hope to ruin it for everybody, so that nobody will celebrate their mother come Mother's Day. God hates Mother's Day. He hates Father's Day. Well, guess what? Everybody hates Father's Day. We ain't gotta say that, right?
Right.
Hands down, fathers don't get nothing for. Niggas get gone off on for Father's Day. You understand? I turn around. I remember one year out on the radio, they had everybody calling in on Father's Day, thanking their mother. Thanking their mother for being such a wonderful father. I said, man, these people got to be stupid. Black people are as stupid as can be. Your mother is not your father. And then, in most cases, statistically proven, your mother leaves your father before your father even thinks about leaving his women and children. That's proven in statistics, in studies, and in research, that women leave men and women cheat way more than a man could ever even think of cheating. Go ahead, keep reading.
But the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations.
Mm-hmm. The curse of the mother rooteth out foundations. What's supposed to be planted inside of you? You ever seen them uproot a tree? They take the roots and the little stump, once they cut it all down, the little stump that's left, they turn around, take that big machine and dig them roots up and snatch them all out and flip that thing over and get it ready to haul it off and go chop it up and make some mulch out of it. And that's basically what you doing to your children. A lot of sisters, you making mulch out of your children. Our daughters are supposed to be princesses. And our sons are supposed to be princes. They're supposed to be little soldiers, little warriors. But you raising a whole lot of soft men. And you raising a whole lot of gangster sisters. Little girls. That's more masculine than a man could ever even think of damn being. Give me this in the Apocrypha. Give me your 2 Ezra 5 and 8.
Second Ezra chapter 5 verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places.
There shall be confusion in many places. Starting in the black household. You know, it's like even inside of it, there's like the man gets absolutely no reverence from his women and from his children. The mother even teaches the children disrespectful mess. I posted this one time on Mother's Day, and I'm sure there's going to be some more stuff for me to post. A sister had posted a picture, not posted, I'm sorry. She made a t-shirt that she had on and her son had on. it was a picture of this boy's father. He was about 4 or 5 years old. You remember when I posted that?
Come.
And it had deadbeat written across the damn shirt. Now, why is this woman doing this to this child? The child is going to be confused because I'm sure he's like, man, that's my daddy. I love my daddy. It's my mama. I love my mama. Why is my mama talking about my daddy? Why I got a shirt on that say deadbeat? It's my daddy on her. You know what I mean? Like, why is she teaching her child that nonsense? There was another sister that just made a post that said, "You want to argue with the mother, but want full access to the kids. What the hell? Me and you arguing got to do with them? Why would you deny me access all because me and you arguing? So I gotta kiss your ass every time just to see my kids? Man, nah. I'm not doing that. Like, that's terrible. I feel bad for my people in the world, especially my brothers that's dealing with women like that. And I know they don't know what they're doing. I know they driving them crazy. One of my contracts down the street around the corner, I turned around and left the, Hamilton Place Apartments?
Yeah.
Across the street from the apartment building is, half a block of houses, right? And one day, when I was coming out of it, I was finished, and I get in my vehicle, I heard somebody loud, screaming, loud, hollering, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, somebody finna start fighting, right? Because they was going at it, both of them, back and forth. And then as I got in my truck to leave, the dude just started calling her a bitch like 1,000 times, man. He, bitch. That was like the only way he could shut her up was to call her like 1,000 bitches. And I was like, man, that brother is extremely emotional. That sister is wearing him out. You know what I mean? And this ain't stuff that's natural to our sisters. When you go in the Bible, it talks about a daughter of Zion and how she's not a whore, how she loves her husband, how she loves her children, how she takes care of the family, how she's a woman of skill, right? A virtuous woman is a woman with skills. And that's what our sisters are supposed to be. So that's what we teach them how to be. You understand? A virtuous woman. Not no loud mouth bitch that can't nobody stand.
Right.
All right. Keep going.
And the fowl shall be off sent out again.
Mm-hmm.
And the wild beasts shall change their places.
Mm-hmm.
And minstrous women shall bring forth monsters.
Minstrous women shall bring forth monsters. Those little gremlins that you love the hell out of, that's terrorizing the neighborhood, you raised them. You caused that. You caused that. The Bible says that wild beasts are going to change their places. You know, the Lord refers to men and women as beasts as well. And we have definitely changed our places. We didn't switch positions. The role has been changed. Now the woman is the head of the house. And the man has to be subservient to his woman. A man, I think I seen that same video you talking about. Did you see how the brother had to creep his way into masculinity and leadership, his role as a woman? That's why a lot of women are complaining, talking about, well, won't no man stand up and take his place and get in the position. He can't when you sitting in the seat. He gotta move you out the way. Then you see the brother had to keep moving her. She's steady like, no, get off me. No, I should be able to wear this topless, that, and this much out, and that out, and this, and whatever I want. It's 23. I seen that.
Yeah.
And he like, well, no, see, now I think as a man, I should have a little bit of say so. He just took a little bit.
Yeah.
He ain't asked for much. He ain't like these niggas in the ISUPK.
Right.
You understand? that's in full control. Okay? That's what the Bible said that a man is supposed to be over his women and children, and that's what we doing here. What do women like to say? We ain't settling. We ain't settling either. Makes two of us. Likewise, ditto. What else did we say?
Right.
You understand? We ain't settling, and I ain't talking about no abusive control where you beating on the woman and you locking her in closets, talking about you ain't finna eat for a week. Keep on playing with me. Keep on arguing with me. Nah, we ain't talking about abusing you. You understand? We're talking about ruling over you righteously, like the Lord said. So if you get out of control, get out of hand, you gonna get checked. Everybody get checked. Like, I don't even see what's the big deal. You understand? But the big deal is they don't want to hear it from their man.
Right.
They want, like that sister. She ain't want to hear that man of hers open his mouth and say nothing. I was waiting for her to just tell him shut up. I'm pretty sure she do it at home. I'm pretty sure it goes down at home, because then you see how she just immediately turned to 10?
God.
She turned up on 10 immediately. That brother just said, I think I should have just a little. He was soft with it and everything.
Yeah.
He ain't come in and bust down the door like, you gonna listen to me and do what I say. You gonna wear what I tell you to wear. He ain't do none of that. I believe that as a man, as your man, I should have a little bit of say so of what you wear. She like, no, it's 2023. This is why. Right? These roles have been reversed. And our oppressor is the one that caused it. Something has been stolen from you, black woman. It's really precious to you. And you don't even know what it is because a lot of you don't have it. But it's called your femininity. Now, I ain't talking about you looking good. I ain't talking about you wearing your best outfits and boots and your braids and your hair. No, I ain't talking about none of that. Cause y'all got that under control. Who dresses better than a sister?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I seen a white girl in some Uggs and some leggings and a little sweater, and she looked plain, like they mashed potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she looked like. Like they barbecue, plain. You understand? Like any meat that they cook, unseasoned. That's what she looked like. But when I see sisters in Uggs and leggings and sweaters, oh boy, you understand? They looking good. Black women know how to dress. Black women know how to coordinate. I done seen sisters throw a bunch of colors together. You don't even think it's gonna match.
Mm-hmm.
But when she put it on, look, goddamn, okay, that look good. That look good right there. I like that. Black women can do that. But as far as your femininity, as far as you being a woman, most of our sisters are masculine. And our oppressors stole that from them back in slavery. When they were forced to protect themselves, the black man didn't just walk out on you. We were both dealt a bad deal. Our ancestors went through some horrible, horrible things. So what we should do is look back at that and say, you know what? Man, this is why. This is why we can't get along today.
Right.
Not because the black man ain't no good and he a dog and all that nonsense like what y'all like calling black man. You get that from white people. The white man is the one that put that in your head. The white man, because of his child support, that was created to further divide the family. It wasn't in best interest of the children like what he say. Because if it's in best interest of the children, you wouldn't lock up their father. You wouldn't harass their father. Black men are supposed to support their children, not pay child support. That is a destructive force to the black family. And it is destroying homes. Just like, what's that other one out there called? Co-parenting? That is a destructive force. That don't even work. That don't even work, man. The Lord set the structure in the household. Matter of fact, get there real quick and then we're going to jump on. I don't think we got no more questions. Then we're going to jump on the topic. So if you on the conference line, you press *6 to unmute your phone and say Salakia or excuse me if you got any questions. And everybody else know the play and know the deal. Like I said, if you're on TikTok, you can type your question in. If you're on Facebook, you can type your question in. You know, we're here taking all questions. And all comments are welcome as well. If you just want to make a comment, you can do that. It's 1 Corinthians 11:2, right?
11:3.
3?
Comment.
Okay, drop it on.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God.
Okay, so this is the structure that the Most High set up. It's Him, it's the Most High, it's Christ, it's the man, it's the women, and it's the children. So many scriptures on this, like it's ridiculous. Go to give me Ephesians 5 and what, 21 or 22? 22, I believe. Women have been taught wrong. These Christians have been taught, have been teaching our sisters that they can do whatever they want. You don't have to listen to no man. I done heard them say, girl, don't give your man no paycheck. Don't tell no man your every move. The new thing is don't give your man your code to your phone or whatever it is. You know what I mean? And that's going to get off into the topic too. About being jealous, the spirit of jealousy. You understand? Versus a brother being insecure. A lot of these sisters, the way you move, the way you act, things you say and things that you do is what causes a man to have that spirit of jealousy. And it's in the Bible. Most men are not insecure. They're not. It's something about you. It's something that you're doing. Like Jesse Powell said it in that song, right? It's the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you said my name last night, the way you move me, the way you groove me. You know? Now that right there is talking about a decent sister. A sister that got it going on. But guess what? It's the same thing. It's the way you walk. It's the way you talk. It's the way you go in the bathroom and get on the phone. It's the way you texting somebody and I say, who you texting? You say nobody. You know what I'm saying? You go in there, hurry up, delete the conversation or something like that. That's what got me tripping. It's the way you move, the way you walk, the way you talk. You always disrespecting your man, cussing him out, saying something to him. Something's wrong somewhere. Something is wrong. And when a man's and woman won't do what he say do, that's almost the first thing that he's going to think is that you cheat. What else could there be? You ain't doing it because he driving your car all day and night. Yeah, when you met him, you knew he ain't had no car. Thought he was going to continue to walk when he got your car now? Oh, he going to drop you off at work like he Jody. And he going to be driving around all day. And you know that. A sister, I seen this video. I'm going to let you read these scriptures. I seen a sister turn around and cut her man's ankle bracelet, his ankle monitor, off his leg while he was asleep. Woke him up and told him, look, I'm tired of you. You got to go. Like, black women are so evil, man. So evil for no reason. We don't encourage nobody to leave each other, but why get the man sent to prison? If you want him gone that bad, you hate him so much, why not just go? Versus trying to get him arrested by cutting his ankle monitor off. Knowing that's a direct violation and you're going straight to jail.
Right.
They don't care what the reason is you took. He might be able to get off on this one though. He might though, because she recorded it. Yeah. She recorded herself cutting that man's ankle bracelet off. Yeah. And then arguing with him and telling him to get the hell out. So the brother, he may get a pass. Hopefully he do. You know. Hopefully the oppressor has some compassion for this brother. and gives him a pass. You know, I wonder, is there going to be some charges for her for doing that?
Should.
Yeah, I believe it could be. You know, all because I believe that sister is with somebody else. I believe her spirit and her body belongs to someone else. You know how women act. Men know there's a lot of brothers in the world just ignore it. You know? But go ahead, Doc. Come on with it.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
Wait a minute. What does the word submit mean? Submit means to willingly give yourself. You willingly gave that man that vajayjay. Why won't you willingly give him your obedience? That's because you were taught, don't listen to no man. And guess who you got that from? What that scripture say out? So as the daughters, she's like her mother. She gets it from her mother. That's who taught. That's who taught most of these sisters their filth. Our oppressor passed it on to our mothers and fathers and grandfathers and grandmothers, and then they passed it on down to us. Men think smashing chicks and leaving them alone. They got that from our oppressor. Because that's who did it first. Matter of fact, I think it was Andrew Dice Clay. He said it on a comedy show way back in the early 80s, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Where he said something about having a one-night stand and then getting out of it. He said, man, one-night stands are beautiful. He said, I love them. He said, they go like this. That was good. Get out. That's what he said. That's what Andrew Dice Clay said. That was good. Get out. And that's where brothers get that nonsense from. Back in slavery, they used to do black men like this. When the white man was getting greedy and didn't want to buy any more slaves, he turned around and started locking brothers in dungeons. The biggest, buffest, you understand, the strongest looking brother, turn around and put him in a dungeon and will only let him out to mate with women, to make more slave babies, to get the women pregnant. So that's where brothers get that hit and run mentality from. That's where sisters get that, letting niggas run trains on them. The white man was letting all the slaves, and he was even doing it. Running trains on our sisters. That's where our sisters get all this whoredom and promiscuity from our oppressors. You know? And then we picked it up, and then now we pass it down to them. You got women teaching some horrible things to their daughters, making them nothing but whores. When the Lord said that's the curse of the mother, and you rooted out the foundation. All the trauma that our daughters is suffering, and a lot of it is at the hands of these mothers.
That's right.
It's in the very houses that they live in. You talk about celebrating Halloween. God damn, almost every house in the hood is haunted. All the weed inside of it. All the crack inside of it. All the child molestation inside of it. And you got the nerve to put a goddamn pumpkin and a ghost on the wall? Something is wrong with your head. Something is wrong with you. Keep reading. We got some more. Matter of fact, start from the top and then finish it up.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as unto the Lord.
Have you ever heard a Christian woman say, "Oh, I don't listen to nobody but God. I don't do what no man tell me to do. I do what God tell me." I done heard that before. I'll do what God tell me to do, but ain't no man telling me nothing. God just told you to obey your man. Said, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband. Don't come throwing up in your husband's face about what your friend husband said and do. You supposed to be listening to your own. As unto the Lord, meaning your husband is like the Lord to you. So don't try to go around your man, because that won't work. That will not work. The Lord set up an order and a structure and the way things are supposed to be, And if you follow it, your life would be a hell of a lot better. You understand? If you would obey the Lord instead of trying to obey yourself and be selfish. We can't even build a nation with black women being as selfish as they are. We can't build nothing with somebody selfish to where all you are concerned with is you and what you want. I heard women say that all the time. All I need is my kids. Well, what in the hell do the kids need? Have you ever stopped and thought about that one time?
Right.
While you so worried about finding a daddy for your kids, they already got a damn daddy. Learn to stay with him. What you leaving him for? Because he got another woman, and then the next nigga you get gonna have another woman too? Like, stop it. It's not wrong for a man to have another woman. A man is in his God-given right to have other women. A brother lost his job, and you done with him because of that? Turned around, a sister had called us one time. She heard what we was teaching, talking about a woman can't leave her man. She like, I left mine. He wasn't working. It's almost 2 years now. I said, well, why was he not working? What happened? Well, he got laid off due to COVID. Wait a minute. He lost his job due to COVID? And you left him? And then you like bragging about it. But let that shoe be on the other foot. I remember hearing that a lot when I was a kid. They still say that? Let the shoe be on the other foot. How would you feel if somebody abandoned you all because of an unfortunate and uncontrollable situation? Millions of people lost their jobs here. Google that for me real quick, guys. The number of people that lost their jobs here in Missouri, I want to say it's high. It's up there in the millions. How many people lost their jobs during COVID-19 here in Missouri? Give me that number, brother. I got to know. What'd you come up with?
I'm still trying to find it.
Let's see if I can find it real quick. I want to say it was a lot. I want to say I don't want to turn around and give the wrong number because it was a lot. I think it was about 25 million, if I'm correct. Because we brought that article out. I think it was about 25 mil. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people to lose their job in one state. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it grew. The number grew even more than that. Because they was constantly laying off and closing businesses. Here in the city of St. Louis, we lost, wasn't it over like 150 restaurants alone? Yeah, we lost like 150 restaurants here alone. And that's just restaurants. That wasn't like all of the businesses that closed. But that's a lot. That's a lot of businesses closing. It's a lot of jobs lost. So like I said, you can't leave your man because he loses his job. That's crazy. Now if we got any more questions, we got any questions on the book?
No, sir.
Okay, no sweat. All right. So go ahead and give me. Let's get to the topic for class here. Give me that in numbers.
That was chapter 5, verse
14. Start at 14. Because sisters like to, oh, yeah, give me that definition first. The definition of insecure. Sisters like to say men are just insecure, you know, and that's not the case. A lot of sisters like to throw it back on the man because of their behavior. Yep.
sir.
Go ahead, get to me.
The definition of insecure.
I know you can go through all that, but it's one word in there that you can give and it'll sum it up. Come on with it. Let's see if you get it.
Unstable.
Damn, nope. That's true. Unconfident. That's it. The women like to say that it's a man's lack of confidence is to why he acts the way he acts and responds to her, you know, over certain things. That's totally not true, because the Bible even speaks on the man having the spirit of jealousy. And this is the law pertaining to that, to the spirit of jealousy, a man to get jealous over a woman. And it's going to break down what and why. It ain't just, you know, say like you came home and instead of you hanging up your jacket and your purse, you just threw it on the couch. Like, wait, what's up with you? You cheat? Like, nah. You know what I mean? Men ain't like that. Men don't trip off that. You know? Now, a woman, on the other hand, she watching every doggone thing. She watch how you take off your boots or your shoes, where you sit them at, if you took a shower first, then waited to after you ate or something like, boy, they looking for that routine. You hear me? As soon as you turn around and do something opposite of what you normally do, wait a minute, did you just set your cup down with your left hand and not your right hand? You're cheating. Who is she? That's how the woman be. Did you actually eat with a spoon and not a fork? Okay, who else feeding you? That's the black woman, man. That mind, her, boy, go off of anything. Men don't operate like that. Most men. You understand? Most men don't operate like that. So we just looking at every single little thing that you doing and then turn around and blame you, claim that you're cheating on us. That's not how men work. But in the case in which they do think that, this is what you do about it. You know, and see, this is something about the Lord, you know, and versus this place where we live in now. This society here, white Jesus, Christian church, they don't care what you do. They could care less about what you do. They'll tell you, if you sin, just pray to God, he'll forgive you. Like, he'll forgive you for everything. You murder somebody today, and then you murder somebody tomorrow, just say forgive them every time you murder somebody.
Right.
God will forgive you. You sleep with another man's woman, hey, God forgive him. God will forgive you, brother. And guess what? You sleep with another man, woman tomorrow. That's why our people cannot stop the filthy things that they do.
Right.
Because of that kind of teaching right there. Telling a person that God is going to love them no matter what they do is dead wrong. Telling a person that there is nothing that you can do to take away the love of God from you is dead wrong. It's all lies. It's not true. Because there are some things that you can do that'll take away the love of God from you. There is something that gets your butt punished. And it's in the Bible. And I just hate that you more interested in them songs that they sing in the choir versus what's actually in the book. They'll take what's in the book and make a song about it, and you happy with that. You see 4 words out of the scripture that go in that song. You heard it, and you like, oh, yep, see, yep, Pastor, follow the Bible. He followed the Bible. Said, thus said the Lord in the song. So guess what? Yep, yeah, Jesus, hallelujah, yeah, amen. You know, you roll with it. They roll with it. But this is what you do. You understand? The priests would do it. And like I was saying, you gotta, women, you must learn that your body does mean. I know you don't care about that little tiny hole between your legs. Some of you got big holes now. You understand? You're so wore out, you got big holes in between them legs. But them little holes that y'all have in between y'all legs, I know y'all don't care much about it. You'll let everybody climb on top of it and get in between it. But the Lord does care. God cares about what you do with your body. That's why in the Bible he says sex is marriage and marriage is forever. Not a ring and a certificate. To where once you get mad at each other, you go get another certificate. You go get a divorce. You go get another piece of paper. You were so happy in the beginning. Right? Ain't that what they talk about the beginning? The beginning always good.
Right.
You know, the Lord don't care nothing about you being happy. You left your husband because you was unhappy. God could care less about your happiness. What God wants is his laws kept. And this is why a lot of our sisters are going through the things they're going through, because they just haven't learned. They just won't get through that big dumb head of theirs. And then you sit back and you're complaining, why do these things keep happening to me? Because you won't change. You won't do nothing different. You keep doing the same old thing. What they say about that? They say, wanting to change and doing the same thing? It's insanity. You're insane to want something different when you won't do nothing different. Right. In order for nothing to be different. Like, it's going to stay the same when you stay the same. It's time for you to change and your behavior as well. You can't turn around and claim that all the men that you be with is dogs. No. You in that pound with them puppies too. You right along with them. Cause you working on your what? 4th and 5th baby daddy. Mm-hmm. Your 25th ex. Your 13th boyfriend. You got 10 bays. You got a sugar daddy. You got all kind of mess going on, and then you think that that's okay. I have never been able to understand how the black woman believe that a man only supposed to have one woman, but you got all these bodies. Women got more notches on their belt than a man can even think of in most cases. Got notches all the way around 4 belts. But they got the nerve to tell a man he only supposed to be with. And then when I ask Christians this question, if a man only supposed to be with one woman, ain't that same thing for the woman? Ain't she only supposed to be with one man? But preachers will encourage the women to leave their men alone.
Right.
I saw it. I saw it in my own family. Anytime that woman go to the church and start crying and complaining about their man, the pastor standing up there talking about, you go home, you tell that man that I said come to church. He needs to be in church, not watching no football, drinking no beer. Then you got women going home telling their man that you need to get up off the couch, turning the TV off. Oh, I've seen that before. Come home, boy, that preacher and put some fire in them, and boy, they come home, cut the game off, cut the TV off, and next thing you know, they arguing and fighting over the remote control. You know what I mean? All because of what this old silly pastor is telling them. Then if they just won't listen, they'll tell them to divorce. I know a sister that actually did that. Married the pastor. This sister was a friend of the family, man. Both her and her husband. Real good friend of my uncle's. And his wife was gorgeous. His sister is beautiful. You hear me? I mean, she is beautiful. And you know, the brother, he drank a little bit and got a little silly every now and again. But that was your husband. She went to the pastor trying to get counsel, complaining, and the pastor's exact words was fuck that nigga, baby, and come be with me. That's what the pastor told her. Straight up. And you know what she is now? She's first lady of whatever church. I can't even remember the church or none of that nonsense. But she's first lady now. She left her man to be with this preacher. And he's slimy as could be.
Right.
He looked like he a homosexual to me. He looked like he a child molester to me. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't trust a dude around nothing. You know what I'm saying? My women, my children, nothing. My wallet, my car, I wouldn't trust that dude around nothing of mine. You know? But yeah, but she left her man to go be with the pastor. And that's what them preachers do. They do that. They waiting for your woman. They talking that nonsense, trying to get her anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't have any love in the Christian church. They don't love their members like what they claim. If you did, you wouldn't be hoeing the woman out. You wouldn't be sneaking behind Brother Jones's back trying to get his woman. Remember that pastor we brought out? The one that was the author of the most famous book, She Needs a Man. Remember that? The one in Detroit. The pastor got caught hiding in the bushes, butt naked. He done ran out the house. The man, that was the Lord. The husband, the contact is they call the mama first, because the mama don't work. The husband got it to where the wife is at home taking care of the house and the kids doing her thing for the family while he work. Second, if you can't get mama, you call daddy. So they called the father like, mom's not answering the phone. He go home, catch this man on top of his wife in their daughter bed, in the little girl's bed. Man said, oh, fuck no. Ran and got that gun. Guess who the wife jumped up to protect? The pastor. You understand? She come out fighting the goddamn husband. Stop, no. The pastor scared shitless and ran out the house butt ass naked. He didn't even take his clothes. He left everything. The police found him 3 blocks over, hiding in the bushes like a bitch.
Right.
And that's what most men ought to sleep with other men's wives. You're a gay bitch. You're nasty. You're disgusting. You're a sexual deviant. This fool wrote a book called She Needs a Man. No, nigga, she got a man. She got a man already. The hell is wrong with you? And this is the people that they follow. And then you know what was even sicker than that is how he supposedly made an apology to his church. And he was sitting there talking about how I'm a man and I made a mistake and all this. That's not just no mistake, bro. You knew exactly what you was doing. You and that hoe.
Right.
You went in the little girl's bedroom with all little pink and little teddy bears and little pink piggy bank in there. You went in there to have sex. She didn't lead you into her room. So you knew what you was doing. No excuse for that. And you know what the members was doing, huh? The women was, yeah, pastor, come on, take your time. That's all right. Clapping for this fuckery.
Right.
When this man sleeping with another man's wife. And you'll accept your pastor doing that, sleeping with another man's wife. Oh, he's just a man. But when your man want another woman, now, oh, he can't just be no man now.
No, sir.
He ain't trying to sleep with nobody else's woman. He want another woman so he can be with her. He want you and her. What the song say? Me and you, your mama and your cousin too. I'm just playing. It's unlawful to marry mamas and sisters and aunts and all that. I was just kidding. But the point is, it's a bunch of y'all. You understand? Black men want a bunch of women. All of them. You understand? So stop that dream of you having a man all to yourself. It's just unrealistic. So some brothers very well may just want one woman. That's fine. But for the ones that want more, that's fine. And guess what, women? Some of you, I've been talking to brothers. I've been talking to a lot of brothers. And a lot of you sisters have been turning them off. I ain't talking about brothers in my school. I'm talking about brothers in the world. And a lot of you sisters have been turning men off so bad that some of them, they're like, man, I don't even want none of them at all. So what you going to do when a whole bunch of men gang up on you and say, I don't want you? No, I saw what you did to your baby daddy. You put him on child support. You put him out. You cut his ankle bracelet off and had him locked up and called your family on him. You cheated on him and all. No, I don't want you. What you going to do then when a man says that about you?
Right.
That you just got a bad attitude. You don't know how to talk to him. You treat him like a little boy. You emasculate him. What you going to say then when don't no man desire you? Because a bunch of them will sleep with you. That's nothing.
Right.
But none of them really take you seriously. Because you got a big mouth, you got a bad attitude, and you got a big butt. So what? What that song say? Don't trust a big butt and a smile.
Kind.
What the other songs say? The girls look so good, but their brains is not ready. You sisters got to get y'all mind right. And where you get your mind right is in the ISUPK. You understand? Yep. We'll help you get your mind right. You want to learn how to keep a man? Because getting one ain't the problem. You can get a whole bunch of them. You had a whole bunch of them already. But keeping one is going to be key. You can learn how to keep a man. You can learn how to create happiness. That's up to you. Don't put that in the hands of the Lord. What them Christians say when their kids is bad? Oh, I'm gonna just give you to God. Don't just give your husband to God. No. That's your husband.
Right.
Don't give your wife to God. That's your wife. Don't give your kids. God ain't got no damn daycare for baby-ass kids. You got to take care of baby-ass kids. You have them. Now you got to deal with them. And that's another problem that we have being raised here by white people, is we don't want to be responsible for nothing.
Right.
We don't want to be responsible for the people that we have sex with. We don't want to be responsible for the children that come out after having sex. We don't want to be responsible for nothing. We just want to live the way we want to live, do whatever we want to do without consequence. And guess what? That don't work nowhere in life, or in hell, or nowhere else. There's no place where that's going to work at, to where you just do any and everything without consequence. You disobey the Lord, you're going to suffer the consequences. All right? But that's the meaning of insecure. Most men don't just lack confidence. Some do, they probably could. We had to find out from the individual brother to really see if that's what it is. That's not it. Most men are not insecure. Like that brother on that video today. You know what he was? He was weak.
Kind.
Wasn't insecure. That brother was weak, to where he can't simply stand up to that woman of his. You can't tell her, nah, baby, you ain't finna be wearing that out in the streets.
Right.
I wish you would. You got some see-through junk on, to where everybody can see through. I remember one day, I ain't gonna lie, this messed me up, man. I was sad for him and her. This sister had on some short socks, so short. All the meat was hanging out from the back.
Right.
And from in between. I turned around and hit the aisle, like, go down the aisle, and she bent over picking up something, and I saw all of it. Ain't got on no drawers. No drawers, huh? And this, you out in the public with your woman like this. To where, as she, like I said, and then when she stood up, you just saw nothing but cake. You see nothing but cake. When she bent over, I saw the whole thing. I'm like, God damn, and he's standing next to her. I know you saw this walking around the house like that. And you let her come outside? I know everybody was just staring right up in between, just right there. Because it was right there. Right there. That's terrible, man. That's terrible. Sisters, you can't hide your body completely now. We know that. Y'all thick as a dog. And y'all got it going on. The Lord made us the baddest woman on the planet. Give yourselves a hand. You look good. Y'all beautiful. Y'all smell good. Y'all dress good. You dress nice and keep it clean and fresh. We love that. We love that. But you got to clean it up.
That's right.
That 2023 nonsense is dead. Give a damn because it's 20. It could be 2063. You still need to cover up your tail. You don't need to expose your body. What if you turn around and get violated like that one day?
Right.
I remember, I wonder if they still do that in the clubs. We squeezing on women booties. You think they still be doing that? Because they used to do that bad back when I was going to the club. That's all I used to see and hear was some sister, don't touch me, get your damn hands off me. They'd just be walking past. I remember one time brother did that. He reached around me, He reached around me and I'm talking about took a big chunk out of that thing, boy. This big old thing too. And he swore and she turned around looking. And I just knew she was gonna think I did that. But she found out who did it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm talking about, man, all I saw was his hand and her booty and it was on. I said, oh my God. The brother reached around me to squeeze it. Like, that's sick, man. Like, dance with her. You can get all up on it then.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure she waiting to twerk on something. But he hiding behind other brothers and sneaking a squeeze. You know? A squeeze a sneak. You know?
Yeah, buddy.
And turn around and like I said, man, I just knew when I saw that brother hand, I just knew she was gonna think I did that. Because he reached right around me. But like I said, she knew who did. You might get violated like that.
Right.
And they go to the club with nothing on, the tightest little pair of pants they can wear, the tightest little skirt they can wear, no underwear on under that. You got all your fun bags hanging out. You got the seat. Man, I seen a sister with a shirt that's like part of, like all of this right here is like open and shaped like a breast. Like to still give you that thought of it's like it had like a hole here, a line across here, open like this, like them sour melons right here. And line, or open right here to something like this. It was a weird design shirt, But basically, to still give you all of this was still out though, I was like, come on, man. Our sisters don't get it twisted. Now we want that. We want what you're working with. You understand? I ain't telling you to change, what you're working with, because you can't. You can't help it.
Right.
You're thick as a dog, and niggas like that. Black men love thick women, big butts, big breasts, all of that. Big lips, big hips. You understand? We love all of that. But you got to cover it up, though. You shouldn't let everybody see what you're working with. That should belong to your man.
Right.
And you should turn around and, want to honor him in a better way than what that sister did by dishonoring her man on that video.
Yeah.
Like I said, you shouldn't be wanting to show everyone your body. Something, what they used to say back in the day, leave something to the imagination. I saw everything in the store when that sister bent over. I saw it all. No underwear on and the smallest shorts that she could find. She had on her daughter shorts.
Right.
She had on her daughter shorts. Almost all of her tail was hanging out, dunk everywhere. And then monkey everywhere. All in the grocery store. While she was with her man. That's dishonorable. That is completely dishonorable, man. Go ahead. Come on, put them scriptures out. Let's get up out of here.
Numbers chapter 5, verse 14. And the spirit of jealousy come upon him.
Mm-hmm.
And he be jealous of his wife. Mm-hmm. And she be defiled.
She be what?
Defiled.
What that means, you've done something. You understand? And that's the point that I'm making. Is when a brother turns around and get the spirit of jealousy, normally it's because of your behavior. You've done something. You did something. You said something. You got this man thinking that you've been unfaithful. So when he believes that you've been unfaithful and he finds that you've been defiled, keep going.
Or if the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be not defiled.
She what?
Be not defiled.
She be not defiled, right? So it can go both ways. She can either be defiled or she can truly not be defiled. You know, every single sister is not a whore. Every brother that get the spirit of jealousy, it don't mean he right. You know, it don't mean that, you know, and it ain't talking about jealous of like she got a car and I got to catch the bus. You know what I mean?
Right.
It don't mean you make $20 an hour when he make 15 and he jealous of you. That's not what it's talking about. This is talking about the woman's behavior and this man believing that she's been defiled with another man, cheating on him in some type of way. Keep going.
Then shall the man bring his wife unto the priest, and shall bring her offering for her.
Okay, I can't wait till this come back. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to go. Guess what? It ain't gonna be no Maury Povich. It ain't gonna be no paternity court. It ain't gonna be no Judge Mathis and all these other shows that do paternity issues. You understand? Find out who the baby daddy is and all that. No, you gonna bring her to the priest. You understand? Maury Povich ain't gonna be able to make that. What do he make? 14 mil a year? He ain't gonna be able to make 14 mil a year by simply saying, Dante, you are not the father. Michi, you are not the father. Darnell, you are not the father either. Damn. You understand? He make 14 mil by that and then them gays on them shows.
Right.
You understand? That's what he do. Paternity, mostly paternity. Welcome. Today we got Keisha, who's bringing John to prove to him that he is the father of their 3 children. And then when it comes to baby 1, 2, and 3, you are not the father. And they run off stage and fall on that couch. I hope when them hoes fall on that thing, it got bed bugs on it. So you can learn your lesson. You understand? So you can stop cheating on men. You know, you remember that one article we brought out where that brother had six kids with that sister, and he chopped her head off and he found out what now one of them is?
Good
night. You remember that? It was a while back when we brought that out. This sister had his brother supposedly fathered 6 children with this sister. He found out that what now one of them is. He went crazy and killed her, man. Chopped her head off. Chopped her head off. That's cold. You know? That's cold. Turn around and find out none of your kids is yours. Oh my God. That's the confusion in places, right?
That
the scripture talked about. And then those children are going to be monsters. Now you're going into what? Single motherhood. You break up with your child's father. Then in most cases, the new boyfriend or the husband molests your kids. Touching all on the kids. You couldn't stand this man so much. Well, at least he wasn't fondling and trying to molest your damn children. He might have had another woman. But at least your children were safe at home with him.
Right.
But you done left him to go find you somebody else. Now you sitting here hurt because your kids or you probably ain't hurt. A lot of them know. Remember that one sister that knew that the little girl was getting molested by that pervert, turned around and tricked this little sister over some ice cream? What was she, like 12, I think? 11? She was like 11 years old when he started molesting. And it went all the way up till she was about 15, I think, to when she finally had the courage to tell. And the mother knew all along. The police said, we believe that this woman knew all along that this man was molesting her. And in most cases, they do. In most cases, they do. Real quick, one more. Do you remember that video that we shared where the sister was standing in the kitchen with her mother and she was sweeping and she was like, "Mama." And she was like, "What?" Had an attitude with the little girl off the rip. She said, "He did it again." He did what? What did he do? He did what? He touched me. She said, what did you do to make him touch you?
Right.
She was like, what? Said, I was asleep. I didn't do nothing. You know? He just took the mom out for a good time in the club, got her drunk. She done passed out. So he goes in the bedroom with the daughters and start playing with the little girl. And you know it. Then she said it. She said, I told you last time when he did it. And guess what she did? Nothing. The mother did nothing. And you could tell the little girl probably was hooked up like the mama because the mama was hooked up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what happened. The mother turned around. She's just as fine as wine. What they call it? Hour-shaped glass or something like that.
Right.
Whatever they call it. You understand? Just as fine, as thick as she want to be. And then when the child gets old enough, she takes over. She becomes the same way, looking good, just like the mama. Because the mama finna get old now. You understand? Mama finna start getting old. You know? So the daughter has to take over. And then she gets married and has a bunch of children. And then it just keeps on going on and on and on. You know? That's just a cycle of life. You come up with a ripe apple, that thing die, seed go back in the ground, bring up a new apple. Right. Same way with us. You understand? Cap big sexy now. You understand? But one day I'm gonna get old. I'm gonna be old sexy. You understand? And then I'm gonna expect for my sons to take over. You understand? And bring me lots and lots of grandbabies. Oh, I want about 100 of them.
Right.
I want about 100 of them. You know? Well, keep reading. Let's get about it.
The 10th part of a ephah of barley meal.
And that's a bushel. A bushel of barley. Keep going.
He shall pour no oil upon it, nor put frankincense thereon, for it is an offering of jealousy, an offering of memorial, bringing iniquity to remembrance.
Okay, so what this is, it's a little more than that, right?
That's it on that.
No, read a little more.
Count.
I think it was more.
And the priest shall bring her near and set her before the Lord.
There we go. Keep going.
And the priest shall take holy water in an earthen vessel, and out of the dust that is in the floor of the tabernacle, the priest shall take and put it into the water.
So this is a test that the priest would do. This is, like I said, this is how you know that the Lord, he cares about your body. You might not, but he does. So much so to the point to where the priest, he'd turn around and sweep the dust off the floor. Mix it in this water. This is like a test. And what's going to end up happening is next. It's going to tell you. You understand? Something will happen to this woman that's going to bring sin to remembrance. So if this woman is defiled or if she's not defiled, something is going to happen to where it's going to either let you know that she's defiled and she's definitely been a hoe, or she hasn't. Right? So keep going.
The priest shall set the woman before the Lord and uncover the woman's head and put the offering of memorial in her hands, which is the jealousy offering. And the priest shall have in his hand the bitter water that causeth the curse.
All right, so what's going to cause the curse mean it's going to cause something to happen in her body if she's been a whore, if she's actually was defiled. And it's going to cause that water, that stuff that he mixed together, that she's going to end up drinking, because that's what it said. Go ahead, keep reading.
And the priest shall charge her by an oath and say unto the woman, if no man have lain with thee, and if thou hast not gone aside to uncleanness with another instead of thy husband, be thou free from this bitter water that causeth the curse. But if thou hast gone aside to another instead of thy husband, and if thou be defiled, and some man have lain with thee beside thine husband, then the priest shall charge the woman with an oath of cursing. And the priest shall say unto the woman, the Lord make thee a curse and an oath among thy people, when the Lord doth make thy thigh to rot and thy belly to swell.
Okay, that's it right there. That's good. So what's gonna happen is, like I said, that bitter water that she gonna drink. It's either gonna, if you drink it and you say, and of course you know they're gonna say that they ain't cheating. You know, they ain't just gonna come right out and, you know what, I cheated. I'm sorry, I did it. You know what I mean? Because they know the punishment for that. But see, right now there's no consequences for a woman cheating on her man. Give me that real quick. Let's get that in. Is it Leviticus 20:10? Give me that real quick. This is the consequence this is the punishment for a man that sleeps with another man's wife, or a woman that cheats on her man when she already has a man. You understand? She sleeps with another man when she has one. I think it's Leviticus 20:10.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 10. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife.
Stop right there. This is adultery according to the Bible. Not a man or a woman that sleeps with somebody that they're not married to. You understand? Or they're married and they sleep with somebody else. You understand? That's not it. This is adultery right here. The man that committed adultery with another man's wife. It is completely lawful. A man is within his God-given right to have 2, 3, 4, 5 women if he chooses. It's not unlawful. So a man can't be cheating. It's impossible for a man to cheat. But a woman that turns around, and matter of fact, I said last scripture, we need another one. We got a couple more after this one. But women cheat all the time. Women cheat way more than men could ever imagine. So a man that sleeps with another man's wife, keep going.
Even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
He shall be put to death. That's the judgment for a woman that cheats on her man. That's the judgment for a brother, a nasty, low-down Negro that'll sleep with somebody else's woman. This is the judgment. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get stoned. You're going to get stoned with stones. You're going to put to death. Right? Now go to, what up, Romans 7 and 3. I think it's Romans 7 and... Yeah, give me 3.
Romans chapter 7, verse 3. So then if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man.
Hold on. Is it in 2? Is something in 2?
Comes.
Okay, start at 2.
Romans chapter 7, verse 2. For the woman which hath an husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth.
The Lord said that a woman is only supposed to be with one man her whole life. Right? Keep reading.
But if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband.
Now, if the brother die, you know what I'm saying? For whatever, reason it could be, just don't kill him. Don't try to pour no antifreeze in his soup. You understand? And think that's freeing you from your husband. You're going to prison now.
Right.
Don't try to do that stuff. What's that TV show where the women be doing all them crimes against their man? I forgot what it's called. It's on True TV or something like that. But them women, boy, they be going in on them husbands.
Right.
I seen one where the man left a note and a tape recording in his school locker. He was a gym teacher. And he turned around and left a note and said, I think my wife is trying to kill me. You know, show you how stupid some people are. I'm getting away from this bitch. She ain't finna kill me. Not knowing, you know what I'm saying? He said, I taste the wine and the soup, and it just tastes funny. It has a funny taste to it. Why in the hell do you keep eating and drinking it? Dummy. But he did. He kept on eating, boy. He must have loved his wife.
Right.
I don't know what you call that out. That ain't love. That's like that shirt you got on, but no love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't love at all, man. Where you gonna sit there and eat no poison for nobody that you know is doing this. Honey, I made your favorite, and you know this don't. Oh, hold up, this don't taste right, but you gonna keep on eating it. And he turned around and ate himself till he died. Ate that stuff till he died. Huh?
Dang.
He ate that stuff till he died. And when they went and cleaned out his locker, they found that note and they found that recording. And they went and did an autopsy on him and found out she had been putting antifreeze in this man's favorite food. And in the wine. I don't know how you got that off. I can't drink no nasty. My wife can't give me no Moscato or no sweet red. And hold up. And I just keep drinking it.
Right.
Hell no. You know, come on now. That's that wine. You got to get that wine right. You know. Come on, read it no more and just finish.
But if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband.
Mm-hmm.
So then if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man.
So if you got a baby daddy and an ex and a boo and a bae and a boyfriend and a husband and all these different men that you've been sleeping with, you understand? Your husband is not dead and you done moved on with somebody else. Your husband down the street, around the corner, stay on the south side. You know, still on the north side or in North County. And you got another man. Keep reading.
She shall be called an adulteress.
She shall be called a hoe. You understand? She's a hoe. And who said it? Who said that you a hoe? God said you're a hoe. He's the one that created you and told you how to act. You understand? And how to be. And if you want to turn around and make that little thing of yours, that little box of yours, worth anything, then learn to give it to one man. You know? It's worth it. It'll be a lot healthier. It'll be a lot less smellier. You understand? Won't be all wore out, all tore up. You know, what they say, to have walls and stuff like that. People will be able to enjoy you. Your husband will be able to enjoy you. But when you steady letting everybody run through that thing, it only come with a certain mile warranty on it.
Right.
You understand? That thing only got a certain amount of miles on that damn thing. You don't want your warranty out early. You understand? You sisters is wearing y'all warranty out early. But with that, we're going to go ahead and end the class. Shalom, Israel.